This is Mac OS Ken.
Apple gets sued again. Future possibilities with Foxconn. And Apple and its CEO mark Martin Luther King Day. It's Tuesday, the 19th of January, 2021. I'm Ken Ray, and this is news from Mac OS Ken, brought to you by yours truly and sponsored by Headspace. Meditation made simple. Get a free 1-month trial at headspace.com/macosken. This show is also sponsored by Mint Mobile, cutting your wireless bill to as little as $15 a month. If you're like I was, you've had the same wireless carrier for years. Changing your mobile service is a boat you don't necessarily want to rock. So you just keep paying too much. It's habit. A new year is a good time to break bad habits and for saving money. Do that with Mint Mobile. For me, everything about Mint Mobile has been as good as with my old carrier. Great speeds, great coverage, great voice calls. It's great. All plans come with unlimited talk and text, plus high-speed data delivered on the nation's largest 5G network. What makes it even better, though, I am paying so much less. Paid for a full year recently. Cost less than 3 months with my old carrier. Of course, you want to make sure it's right for you. That's why Mint Mobile comes with a 7-day money-back guarantee. Really try it out. If you're not totally stoked, return it within 7 days for a full refund. To get your new wireless plan for just $15 a month and get the plan shipped to your door for free, go to mintmobile.com/macosken. That's MINT, mintmobile.com/macosken. Cut your wireless bill to $15 a month at mintmobile.com/macosken. An interesting turn in an interesting case. A piece from Apple Insider says the group Coalition for a Safer Web and former U.S. Ambassador to Morocco Mark Ginsburg filed suit against Apple late last week for not kicking the messaging app Telegram out of the App Store. Ginsburg isn't just a former ambassador. According to his Wikipedia page, he served in a couple of positions during the Carter administration. Before that, he was a legislative assistant to Senator Ted Kennedy. He also worked on Bill Clinton's campaign in '92 and Al Gore's campaign in 2000. And he's been a foreign policy and national security contributor to CNN, CNBC, Bloomberg TV, MSNBC, BBC, Al Arabia, CBC, and Fox News. As for the Coalition for a Safer Web, the organization's website says CSW is a nonpartisan, not-for-profit advocacy organization whose mission is, among other things, to promote new public and private partnerships to facilitate the expeditious removal of extremist and terrorist incitement and instruction content from social media platforms. Additionally, CSW is dedicated to restricting extremists' access to internet infrastructure support companies vital to their dark and deep web operations. Basically, what happened with Parler would be right up CSW's alley. Now they'd like to see it happen again to Telegram. Like Parler before it, CSW argues that Telegram is being used by hate groups and extremists to attack the Capitol. Further, the organization says Apple knows that Telegram is being used to intimidate, threaten, and coerce members of the public. According to Apple Insider, there is also the accusation that anti-Black and anti-Semitic groups have openly utilized Telegram with little or no content moderation by Telegram's management. Despite the CSW's warnings and media reports about the app, CSW argues that Apple has not taken any action against Telegram comparable to the action it has taken against Parler to compel Telegram to improve its content moderation policies. By not doing enough to moderate activity on its own app, CSW says Telegram is in violation of Apple's terms of service, just like Parler and just like Fortnite. Yes, they went there. But instead of taking it up with Telegram for some reason, they're taking it up with Apple. Well, they're taking it up with the courts to take it up with Apple. Apple Insider says the suit demands a jury trial and asks the court to provide compensatory damages to each plaintiff, an injunction to be granted prohibiting Telegram from the App Store until it complies with Apple's guidelines, and legal costs. Now, I said there was an interesting turn in this story. Likely thanks to the lawsuit, Telegram's founder has come out talking about all the content the app has pulled down over the past couple of weeks. A piece from Engadget had Pavel Durov posting to his public Telegram channel, while stressing that he and his welcome public debate, calls for violence are a no-no and won't be tolerated. In fact, he says, they haven't been. Quoting his post, in early January, the Telegram moderation team started to receive an increased number of reports about U.S.-related public activity on our platform. The team acted decisively by clamping down on U.S. channels that advocated violence. Thanks to these efforts, last week our moderators blocked and shut down hundreds of public calls for violence that could have otherwise reached tens of thousands of subscribers. The team continues to process reports from users in addition to proactively removing content that directly incites violence. I would like to thank everyone who reported public channels that crossed the line. Keep it up, Durov continues. We value each of your reports. Telegram welcomes political debate coming from all sides of the political spectrum, but will act swiftly to stop those who incite people to inflict harm on others. Your next MacBook may be made in Vietnam. Cult of Mac says Foxconn is building a $270 million factory in Vietnam. While it's not 100% certain that it will produce anything for Apple, the site thinks it's likely that that's the whole reason for the factories being built, to make MacBooks and iPads outside of China. The cult cites a Reuters report that says the plant is definitely meant to produce laptops and tablets. Expectations are that it could crank out as many as 8 million units per year. The Cult of Mac piece points to reports from last November that had Apple asking Foxconn to make more of its production out of China as trade tensions between the U.S. and the Middle Kingdom remain, well, tense. Quoting the cult, on Monday came word that the Vietnamese government approved the construction of a Foxconn facility. While there is no direct evidence this plant will be for Apple products, it's not a huge leap. There was another interesting Foxconn story last week. Bloomberg ran a report saying that Apple's contract manufacturing partner is setting up a car venture, strengthening its automotive capabilities at a time when technology companies, including Apple, are looking to expand in vehicles. Worth noting, it is a Bloomberg piece. They're the outlet that said a few weeks ago that Apple was 5 to 7 years away from a car, not the 2 to 3 years Reuters reported. In other words, no worry that Foxconn is just starting to expand its car-making ability, as far as the Bloomberg piece is concerned. More news in a moment, but first a word from Headspace. Meditation made simple. Cross your legs, close your eyes, assume the lotus position. Yeah, that's meditation as seen on TV in the 70s. Headspace isn't that. Headspace is mindfulness and meditation that works for you on your schedule, anytime, anywhere, thanks to their easy-to-use app. From short single bursts to longer courses, to physical exercises that keep mindfulness in mind, to wind-down sessions to help you fall asleep. Eugene posted on Twitter the other day, I've been trying Headspace meditation after hearing about it on macOS Ken. How is it possible that in under 3 minutes I keep falling asleep? I'm working through the basics course right now, though I have hit a few SOS sessions when things have gotten stressful. Headspace is backed by 25 published studies on its benefits, 600,000 5-star reviews, and over 60 million downloads. If you're looking to be less stressed in 2021, give Headspace a try. You deserve to feel happier, and Headspace is meditation made simple. Go to headspace.com/macOSKen. That's headspace.com/macOSKen for a free 1-month trial with access to Headspace's full library of meditations for every situation. This is the best deal offered right now. Head to headspace.com/macOSKen today. It's not exactly talking smack, except it kind of is. I told you last week that Intel CEO Bob Swan is on his way out and that he was likely to be replaced by VMware CEO Pat Gelsinger. Seemed like an out-of-the-blue hire. It turns out Gelsinger has a long history with Intel about which I did not know. According to a piece from Mac Rumors, he was actually with Intel for 30 years before leaving to head VMware in 2009. In fact, he was Intel's first chief technology officer. None of that has anything to do with the smack talking that may in fact not be talking smack. According to Mac Rumors, Gelsinger, who is taking the CEO position at Intel next month, Gelsinger was speaking at an Intel all-hands meeting when he said, "We have to deliver better products to the PC ecosystem than any possible thing that a lifestyle company in Cupertino. We have to be that good in the future." A macOS Ken Live listener pointed out that saying they have to be that good in the future is a clear admission that they're not that good right now. Mac Rumors says the lifestyle company comment was a derisive comment aimed at Apple. And no question it was referring to Apple. No doubt it was meant to fire up the people inside Intel. Anyway, it's a thing that was said. Make of it what you will. Apple's Fitness Plus offering is growing quickly. That's not in terms of subscriber numbers. As far as I know, we've heard nothing of those. In terms of number of workouts, though, the lid is being blown off. Mac Rumors says Apple on Monday added over 24 new video workout sessions to Fitness Plus, continuing a recent trend of building out the catalog of its fledgling subscription service on a weekly basis. I'm pretty sure Apple said they were going to do that, so really shouldn't be surprising. Still, the number kind of is. In all, says the piece, Apple has added 26 new Fitness Plus workouts covering all video categories, which include cycling, strength, yoga, high-intensity interval training, core, dance, treadmill, mindful cool-down, and rowing. That takes the total number of workouts in the Fitness Plus catalog to 293 so far. And finally today, a look at a couple of ways Apple and its CEO marked Martin Luther King Day. First, as it has for the past several years, Apple turned its landing page over to commemorating Dr. King. On a black background was a black and white photo of the civil rights leader, along with a quote of King's, "True peace is not merely the absence of tension, it is the presence of justice." In addition to the message on Apple's homepage, Apple CEO Tim Cook also commemorated King on Twitter. Cook's Twitter message had a different picture of King, along with a different quote of his. "It will be power infused with love and justice that will change dark yesterdays into bright tomorrows and lift us from the fatigue of despair to the buoyancy of hope." Apple's Action Monday wasn't just honoring the past, but working for the future as well. Apple Insider says the Cupertino company announced a partnership with the King Center for a second installment of the Challenge for Change education initiative. The piece says that's an educational series that urges youth to participate in community service programs. The King Center is short for the King Center for Nonviolent Social Change. Its CEO is the Reverend Dr. Bernice King, youngest daughter of Martin Luther King Jr. The piece says the program revolves around identifying and solving so-called guiding questions, which in this case is, how can you create opportunities to make an impact in your community? The piece says Apple's education team created a discussion guide and workbook to facilitate challenge-based learning. The 3 steps in challenge-based learning include engaging or connecting with a large topic, investigating or finding ways to research the topic, and finally, taking action. Probably know in a few minutes this week. Anyway, I know there's nothing there today. Keep checking the feed and I'll let you know here what's happening there. macOS Ken Live goes live again today, 3:30 Pacific, 6:30 Eastern on my YouTube channel, youtube.com/KenRay. Catch it live or on replay there. You can also grab the audio podcast, macOS Ken Live, wherever you get podcasts. macOS Ken, brought to you by me and sponsored by Mint Mobile. Cut your wireless bill to $15 a month at mintmobile.com/macOSKen. This show is also sponsored by Headspace, meditation made simple. Get a free 1-month trial at headspace.com/macOSKen. Advertising handled by Backbeat Media, online at backbeatmedia.com. You can reach me a couple of ways. Info at macosken.com or call 716-780-4080. Until next time, that is news from macOS Ken. I'm Ken Ray.
Ciao.